Okay. What's going on, YouTube? It's Casey Francis O'Brien. An indiscriminate location, far away from the public eye. Just kidding. I'm right out in the front lines, bitch. I'm right here. And I'm here to tell you something. Are you ready? I wanted to teach you this. While there's still time. I'm gonna dangle a fish in front of your face to keep your attention. Okay. So today we're talking about the Higgs boson. The God particle. Let me tell you a story. Shut up, bitch. So a bunch of these scientists got together in some faraway research laboratory in Europe in this giant complex that spans 5 or 6 different countries called CERN, C-E-R-N. And what they did is built this giant tube that's countries long, supposedly. And what they did is take the smallest things that they can get their hands on, the smallest things in the known universe, and they sent it at the speed of light, as fast as they could send something across, until they smacked against each other. And they monitored that little explosion, because that's a mini Big Bang. That's what they theorize is the origin and the beginning of everything. The Big Bang. So they monitor small explosions like that. And you could say that the Flash copying the Higgs, that particle accelerator, and then when the things they did that, it created this giant vortex and a dimension opened up that gave everybody superpowers, and that's how the DC universe, Flash got his superpowers. Or if you look back, 20 years before they discovered the Higgs boson, Homer Simpson wrote the equation for it on his fucking chalkboard in some random episode of The Simpsons. Right? Either way, it's important enough and real enough that people warn us about it, and that it came up, and it's hidden from public knowledge. And what it is that there is something that there is nothing smaller than. Even if you imagine nothing, that nothing is made up of these original building blocks. It's the basis of everything. It's the ones and zeros. It's proof that, these are all atoms, and we're all vibrations and frequency, and an amalgamate of different bits and bobs of information spliced and meshed together, homunculized, amalgamated, molded and meshed together to make us, and to make this bench, and to make that fucking bird over there, that fucking piece of shit ass seagull always making noise. The noise that it makes, even the sound that it makes, is made of these things. So that field of the smallest thing in the universe that is in everything and nothing is the Higgs field. It means that the only difference it means that there is no difference between us and everything else. It means that if I can think that I'm in that cloud, or that fucking tank horn that always shows up when I'm trying to do things, it means that if I say that I'm in that lighthouse, and I imagine a tentacle all the way to that lighthouse, beaming, as I go, and there's a tentacle in that lighthouse now, that means somewhere in time, in the universe, in the multiverse, or here, it's true. Because if you can think it, it's real. Because of the Higgs boson. Because that smallest thing in everything everywhere all at once is in everything everywhere all at once. So if you can imagine it, it's possible. And I think it's probably happening in some place outside of this. Like if you imagine a dog tripping and falling and hitting its head, slipping on poop and falling in the poop, and then getting up and then diving in the water and cleaning itself off, and then flying, growing wings and flying up to heaven. Depending on the parameters for you set for that belief, the universe just made that happen. You made that happen with the universe, so it happened. It's just probability with the based on the reality we're living and how likely it would be to happen here. But it means that the story that you put out in front of yourself, the dreams you have, the goals you want to manifest, and all this shit is literally possible. And the more you focus on it, where your attention goes, energy flows, and it grows. So the more you think about something, because the universe is conspiring to help you get what you want out of life. And it really supports you when you show courage and bravery. So, what are you going to do? What experiences are you going to manifest for yourself? What things are you going to create? What do you want out of life? I pray for peace of mind, and I pray for energy, determination, and focus. I pray for a way to be shown in front of me that I can achieve these goals and make things happen. I pray for time and for reset so I can go back in with the hustle, flow, and determination to get the things that I missed done. I have so many songs I want finished. I have so many dreams that floated by when people stole my phone with all my notes in it. You feel me? I want those things to come back as well as the new things. And I want the time, the position, the determination, the energy, and the management skills, and to get it done. You heard me? That seagull was representing, I just sent it out into the universe. Here's a helpful tip from Casey Francis O'Brien. Is that with the factory that we talk about, your gut microbiome, to make the brain chemicals and to make the things your body needs to function so that it can process this energy and information through you like a funnel so that you can channel the universe through you into these creative experiences, like I did my entire childhood building Legos at the top of a mountain in a ski chalet at the very top with my legend, Gary the Legend Francis O'Brien, the ski instructor and coach / stand-up comedian. It was just him and I, Casey Francis O'Brien, at the top of this mountain when I was very young building Legos. I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm a Sagittarius sun, which means I go out and do things kind of carefree, philosophizing. And I'm an Aquarius, which means I'm everything, and that the way my star chart is aligned, it's not coincidental that every single sign is either Sagittarius or Aquarius, except for my social planets and my rising. My love is in Scorpio, my Venus. My Jupiter, which is my expanse, the way I expand and grow, is in Aries, the crown. Which means I'm always shooting outward and upward with a crown. And my constricting, the way I imprison things and hold it close to me, is in Taurus, the bull, the Minotaur. And my rising is in Taurus, which means I have pole horns, bro. You feel me? And it's all momentum based. The next thing is that artificial intelligence is trying to replace that natural system that's already been there. We're at the precipice of human evolution. So if I were you, man, I would get in as much nature as possible to have that breakthrough. I really understand what the old way was like before technology takes over everything, man. Because at some point, it'll probably be one or the other. You won't be able to feel that natural love that's in the woods if you're in there long enough. Because I'm out in the woods every day. You know me. Fasting, getting sunlight, probiotics, I'm in the woods. Talking to the birds. Till your girl pull up to my tent. Wait, catch me in the woods talking to the birds till your girl pull up, and I put her in my tent and I put that work in. You was outside my apartment lurking. I was on South Beach shirtless. I don't give a fuck about you or your ugly girlfriend. I got purpose, and I move certain. There's still a lot of things I want to do before the world ends. You notice, for some reason, when fat people walk by me, man, my whole face starts itching. Just fat people, too. When fat people walk by, man, it makes my eyes and my nose start itching. I'm allergic to fat people, bro. So please, if you see this, comment the one change that you made. Comment the one little positive change you made for your life for the better. You don't have to talk about like all the different sets of goals. You don't have to talk about like your to-do list or anything like that. Just that one simple change you made for your life for the better. That domino that down the road will put everything in a better position. So that you can wake up and get out of the life that you've settled into and start going for what you really want and be the person that you really are. You feel me? I don't think this is why I'm here. I don't think this is why I'm supposed to be on this planet. But I think that this is helping pass the time, man. And it's giving me hope. So hell yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. I hope this is helping you. Cause what? What's a 13-minute video, man? I'm trying to take like one hit of a cigarette every now and then instead of smoking the whole thing. Because if I don't, that's the thing about addiction. Is that when you fall too far into coping, it can be really hard to realize where you're at. But I know if I overindulge, then it sets me back. Yeah. That ain't it, Chief. That's alright. Here's my one thing that I'm gonna do. If I could do one thing outside of my comfort zone, outside of my normal daily habits, to better my life, before it starts raining, I'm gonna clear out the front of my tent. And I'm gonna clear out the inside, and I'm gonna put all the clothes in a pile, the wet versus the dry, so that I can hang the dry up before it rains, because it's about to. And then I'm gonna walk around until this all this shit dies down, because there's a lot of people out. And then watch some YouTube build up that inner peace. Come back, put a beat on and just make slight changes to make it better, while I work on kind of plotting the rest of my course. Feel me? Thanks for watching. You are blessed. You came here for a reason. You were chosen for this experience, for this life, to do the things that you want to do. You were gifted this experience because of you, something within you. You were made for this. So don't fall into the sidelines and settle. Make the most of it. Casey.